Alright, so out at Pakipaki there's a sacred spring where where the whānau's ancestors used to bathe. It was used for tohi, baptismal rites, and it was very important to them. So what has happened out there to the spring is that as the more and more groundwater has been abstracted, the spring is no longer flowing, or it flows a lot less than it used to. And so all of those cultural practices associated with that spring no longer occur. And then you get the influence of that on the marae and on the hapu cultural practices. It's diminished because of something that's happened externally that is not their fault. So how do we restore these through the plan? I think there are a couple of ideas that we can leverage off. One is to look at having less water coming out of the aquifer, which we have addressed through Nikki's submission and the Tai Whenua's submission as well. So we reduce the amount of water coming out of the aquifer so that those springs are still getting fed, and then they still remain useful and part of the hapu's cultural practices. Again, I guess it's about rejuvenating or reinvigorating those elements of water and water use that relate to cultural practice.